water, land. They're the building blocks of our environment. For millennia, water has flowed through an endless cycle, from sky to earth, through countless rivers, swamps, and streams, and finally to the ocean. This primordial path translates to life itself for many of the planet's creatures. In special places where water meets the land, we find some of the most productive habitats known to man. These are wetlands. Wetlands are as varied as the creatures that call them home. Also known as swamps, marshes, and bogs, they pulse with the constant rhythm of wild things. Birds, mammals, reptiles, and insects abound, attracted by a rich and diverse stew of nutrients. For many species, daily life revolves around food resources and protection offered by wetlands. Other species visit these habitats only occasionally or during critical points in their life cycle. But for hundreds of wildlife species, from ducks to dragonflies, from beavers to bears, from snakes to salmon, wetlands represent critical habitat, habitat that could mean the difference between survival and extinction. Other creatures may never visit a marsh, but their survival hinges on the unique benefits these habitats provide. One of these is man. People all over the world depend on wetlands for protection from floods, for clean water, for food, and for recreation. Wetlands are nature's flood insurance policy, slowing, absorbing, and storing floodwaters. A 1-acre wetland can hold more than 1.5 million gallons of floodwater. As wetlands vanish from the landscape, little is left to help tame high waters. The result is increasingly destructive floods. Clean, abundant water is important to everyone. When we lose a marsh, we lose one of nature's most effective water filters. Wetlands remove enormous amounts of toxic chemicals and excess nutrients from our drinking water. These same marshes and swamps help replenish depleted aquifers, the natural underground storage tanks that supply water for a variety of human needs, from drinking water for thirsty urban areas to irrigation water in the continent's breadbaskets. Along our coasts, salt water from the ocean mixes with inland sources of fresh water, creating some of the most productive habitats on Earth. These brackish coastal marshes are nurseries for a majority of marine fish and shellfish. As these habitats disappear, so does an important source of food for a hungry world. Other benefits and functions of wetlands are not as obvious, but no less important. Forested wetlands play a key role in storing the greenhouse gases that may lead to global warming. And while our wetlands help a variety of creatures sustain life itself, they are also important to many humans in sustaining a special way of life. Some of our most cherished outdoor traditions, passed from generation to generation, revolve around the resources that wetlands provide. Increasingly, people everywhere are recognizing the value of a healthy natural world for recreation and for quality of life. Wetlands are the key. In so many ways, the health of our planet and its creatures depends on wetlands. But we have relentlessly heaped insults on these precious ecosystems. In the United States, more than half of our original wetlands have been destroyed. And the loss continues. A growing human population, urban sprawl, pollution, and ever-increasing demands on the landscape are putting our remaining wetlands at risk. Fortunately, a new awareness about the value of wetlands is taking root across North America. Private citizens, government agencies, and other organizations are teaming up in every corner of the continent to restore many of the wetlands we have lost and to protect those that remain. This work is beginning to make a difference, but wetlands continue to disappear at an alarming rate. It's in these unique places, where water and land intermingle, that we will decide the fate of some of our most precious natural treasures. It's here that we will determine the value of healthy wildlife, clean water, and outdoor traditions. It's here that we have an opportunity to make a stand and make a difference for wildlife, for people, for the future.